All right, y'all. So the actress who plays Egwene, the talented Miss Madden, she posted this picture on Instagram, and I thought it was so funny. Well, hello. Let's celebrate that. In this video, we're going to be talking about the many ways in which Rand has fumbled Egwene. Let's talk about it. Now, as an Egwene stan, I am like her bodyguard, okay? I'm scanning to see if she's being treated unfairly. I'm her protector. You see what I'm saying? And I think that there's some people making excuses for Rand, acting like he didn't do anything wrong and acting like Egwene is wrong, or that she's done things even half as bad as Rand, right? When I promise you that if Egwene was screwing another man, right? Just imagine that. Imagine how hard they'd be dragging her for that. And then on top of that, imagine if it was a Forsaken that was thwarting Rand's plans. You know what I mean? They would be dragging her. The same people that defended Rand and act like he never and ever made one mistake and we got to make excuses for him. Y'all would be dragging Egwene, like just period. It reminds me of how some people treated Daenerys Targaryen before her writing became garbage in the show. Like, they were really saying things like, oh, well, Dany crucifying the slave masters is proof that she was going to go mad. And yet those same people get so excited when Aegon the Conqueror is burning cities just because he could. They get excited when Jon Snow or Ned Stark is cutting people's heads off or making dumb decisions that will inevitably get their own men killed. They were obsessed with Stannis Baratheon, who was burning kids up. And Daemon Targaryen, they love him too. So I'm just like, I be seeing it. First of all, let's start from the very beginning, right? So, like, imagine you in your hometown and this boy, like, okay, your town thinks y'all gonna get married. He cute, whatever. But you want to go to college. Like, you want to explore the world. You want to become an Aes Sedai. And he talking about settling down. He a farmer's boy. You want to settle out, get a family and all that stuff. That was already number one. But I thought he kind of had that under control because, like, season one final battle, he was like, well, that's what I want. That's not what Egwene wants, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay. But then he literally let them all, including Egwene, think that he was dead for how long? So, okay, I thought I was gonna marry this dude. Now he's dead. Now I gotta get over him. I have to get over him, period, because he ain't coming back, right? Then after I've been enslaved for how long? Do you hear me? Adom. After I've been enslaved and rescue myself from the slavery, here he comes popping back up after I thought he was dead, right? Popping back up. But then the whole time, while I was thinking he was dead, he was screwing Selene. He was screwing a Forsaken. I don't care if it's in Telegram Rio. I don't care what y'all talking about. Like, he's still screwing her. Now, fast forward, he's screwing her while Egwene is getting tortured in Telegram Rio. He's having the time of his life in his dreams. And Egwene's having, Beyonce said, is it a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare? Egwene was like, girl, I don't know, because Egwene was like, girl, neither of those apply because ain't nothing beautiful or sweet about anything I'm going through. You see what I'm saying? So doing it, like I said, while Egwene's getting tortured, and then I'm glad, like, at least he admits that he should have told Egwene. I should have told you. Oh my gosh. I should have told you. Yeah, well, yeah, girl, you should have told. But he really acted like, oh, you never wanted me anyway. You were with the wise ones this whole time. You didn't really know what was going on with me. You didn't even bother to check. Girl, what you mean? You were in Viridian for a week. What are you talking about, bro? I was sitting there with Lan like, bro, I hope he come out. Egwene was like, it seemed like she was like, Rand, when she was sitting with Lan talking about it, it seemed like she was looking at Viridian like, I will sneak in there. I will go in there. If Rand don't come out, he got a couple more days. It's been a week. He needs to come out. And so, like, if these wise ones tell me that I'm a dreamer, and of course I'm gonna chill with them and learn with them, girl. So he really acted like Egwene was just not really doing nothing, and oh well, she didn't really want me, and you want something different, and it's just like, okay, but like, she was really putting in work, honey. I don't care what nobody say. And Egwene, like, had a point. You were in Telererio with a Forsaken. The very kinds of enemies that we were running from, bro. Like, literally took ourselves halfway across the planet to get away from them. And you screwing one of them. And like I said, it was so disingenuous when Rand was like, "Oh well, you ain't want me no way, and you were with the wise ones." Like, Egwene was genuinely trying. She literally left the wetlands for you, girl. Like, being able to learn with the wise ones was definitely a good bonus, but she left her home for you. I'm glad she asked him if the madness has taken him, because boy, that's what it seems like. Not only were you orgasming in probably metaphysical and transcendent ways with Lanfear. Do you hear what I'm saying? But you were doing it while she was torturing me. And it's like, boy, he was genuinely shocked, but I'm just like, that Lanfear was doing that. But I'm just like, that speaks even more to how right Egwene was. It must be the madness, bro. What you mean you didn't expect Lanfear to be doing that stuff? Lanfear, what did you expect a Forsaken to do to people that are obstructing their path to you? They're going to remove them. Is Rand going to even ask himself how Samael got his location, bro? Is Rand going to sit here and ask himself, is the thought going to cross his mind? Like, oh, bro, I wonder how Samael just rolled up on me, bro. Like when I was chilling with my girl, breaking up. Like, how did he just roll up on me when I was about to, like, after this conversation with Egwene, tuck myself into bed? Like, what's going on? You're not putting two and two together. Lanfear sleeping with you, bro, and leaking all type of information, bro. Leaking all type of information. And so when Egwene say, bro, are you really screwing the enemy that we have left the top, we left everything to come out here? You really in bed with them, bro? And then, like, playing in my face like oh my gosh. He absolutely fumbled her. I don't care what nobody say. And they're going to try and act like Egwene, she done did bad things too. And I'm just like, where? Because like I said, if Egwene was screwing a Forsaken, they would be dragging her so bad. They would be dragging her. And so that's why I'm like, girl, okay, you can have a favorite character, but let's not act like he just didn't do anything wrong and he didn't move shiesty. That was that was some shiesty stuff, girl. That was some shiesty stuff. And that's why the whole time I was like, Egwene, stand up. Egwene, stand up. And she did. She did, but she was really trying to make it work. Like, imagine having left a plantation and thinking that your man is dead the whole time. And here he come popping up like, hey, girl, what's the tea? Oh, I thought you needed rescue. Well, I came here to rescue you, but I guess you don't need it. Like, bro, get out my face, Rand. Get out my face. Get out my face, Rand. So, yeah, I think Rand really fumbled Egwene. And if I was one of Rand's endgames, one of them girls, I would be looking at how he treated Egwene and be like, all right, girl, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work, because if you do me like you do her, girl, I'm going to swear my dark oaths. Are you serious? If you do me, if anybody did me, like how Rand did Egwene, I'm swearing my dark oaths that very day. You hear what I'm saying? Bring the dark one down here. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Love y'all so much. And I will catch y'all later. Peace. Make sure that you're going to www.zoraxia.com. When you join the waitlist there on the site, you will be the first to be notified when I drop my sequel. Also, you'll immediately get chapter 1 of my upcoming sequel of the upcoming book sent to your email as a PDF. So check that out. Also, this is a different excerpt from my upcoming book, so you definitely want to pause to read if you're trying to get your life. Keep in mind that this upcoming book, this sequel, is following up the first book that is already released called Zoraxia, Wrath of the God King. I released it a few years ago. It was my introduction to writing fantasy and stuff, so just go easy on me. But either way, as you can see here, it's given 4.9 stars. It's given 4.9 stars. So yeah, check out Zoraxia, Wrath of the God King while you wait for Zoraxia, The Vengeance of Coldwind, right? And go to Zoraxia.com, sign up, join the waitlist, get your free chapter. Thank you so much.